within the registrar's offices, setting a standard for efficiency and continuous improvement. The registrar's offices deem it imperative to immortalize its contributions and achievements in the registrar's offices of KUST by naming these prestigious awards after him to inspire current and future generations of administrative professionals to embrace innovations in their roles. Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure transparency and fairness, a 5-member selection committee chaired by the Venerable Solomon Pamford Esquire has been constituted to oversee the nomination and evaluation processes. This panel will rigorously assess candidates and recommend deserving recipients for the awards, which will be held in June this year. Additionally, an event and fundraising committee chaired by Tony Ejapon has been tasked with organizing a befitting ceremony for the scheme. The success and sustainability of this initiative will be supported by diverse funding sources, including the university's financial contributions and fundraising efforts. So I was looking at the direction of the Vice Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, today's event is not only about adoring the Registrar's Office's Special Awards Scheme, but also to recognize the contributions of our trailblazers. It's about developing a culture of excellence, inspiring innovation, and strengthening our administrative structures for the continued growth of KUST. I encourage all staff members to embrace this initiative, strive to improve service delivery, and contribute meaningfully to the objectives of the registrar's offices in particular and the university as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in expressing sincerest appreciation to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon, for her unwavering support to the registrar's offices over the years. I must add that this award scheme has been approved by the Vice Chancellor and, for that matter, the university. And to our distinguished former registrars, it's our expectation that you will do us the honor and graciously accept the naming of the various categories of the awards after you. Once again, I thank you all for being part of this remarkable occasion. May this event serve as a beacon of inspiration for all staff members as we strive to achieve administrative excellence and also work towards a day for the awards ceremony. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Registrar. Another round of applause for him. And having mentioned our very distinguished former registrars and the idea of naming our awards after them, we'd like to hear something from our registrars. I'll first of all call Mrs. Kwashi-Sam. Please give her a round of applause. No, it's a step. Yes, there's a step there. Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Madam Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, Deputy Registrars, Senior Assistant Registrars, Junior Assistant Registrars, colleagues, brothers and sisters, it is my greatest pleasure to be here this afternoon and to participate in this launching scheme. Today is a great day for KNUST, and a memorable day and special day for the Registrar's offices in particular. History is being made today as the Registrar's offices launch an Excellence Award scheme in honor of 3 past registrars in recognition of their contributions to the work of the university. More importantly, the award scheme is also to motivate the staff in the Registrar's offices to excel in their work. We all know the vital role the registrar and his staff play in the running of this great university. Among other duties, primarily they drive or manage the wheels on which the university operates her committee system of governance. I wish to congratulate the registrar for his timely vision to motivate his staff to achieve greater heights, which he has boldly put in action. I salute you, Mr. Registrar, for your noble vision. I would also like to thank the Vice Chancellor, Madam Vice Chancellor, who has always supported the Registrar, as he himself has told us this afternoon. I'm humble and deeply grateful that I'm one of the 3 registrars to be honored. The other 2 are Nana Osei Bunsu II, under whom I worked as a deputy registrar until his retirement in 2000, and Mr. Kobi Yebokra of blessed memory, the gentleman to whom I handed over the baton at the end of my tenure as registrar in 2006. I stand here this afternoon with mixed emotions. Whilst I'm happy to be here and to participate in this historical event and to touch base with my senior colleague, Nana Osei Bunsu. And actually, I've been able to do that because I visited him before coming here. And you should have seen us hugging. I think that the chiefs who were there officially were very surprised that Nana could hug. Like that. There is, however, a face I cannot see and a great colleague I sorely miss, Mr. Kobi Yebokra. Thank you, Kobi, for the great role you played in the affairs of this university. And may his soul continue to rest peacefully in the Lord and rise in glory. Dear colleagues, I take this opportunity to wish you a success and the very best in all your endeavors. Rise and shine. The sky is the limit, and you have all the support from the registrar himself, the vice chancellor, and from the university community generally, and even from those of us who have been out of service for years. I think we can also contribute, by inspiring you in so many ways. May the good Lord bless you all, and may he bless the university and the Registrar's offices in particular. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Kwashitam. Another round of applause, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. And to accept, on behalf of Mr. Yebokra, we have his wife, Mrs. Mary Yebokra, here. Please encourage her with another round of applause.
Thank you, us all, for being present this afternoon. I wasn't here to listen to the details of the award scheme, but I believe we are all happy to be participating in the launching. Oftentimes, the work that the various categories of registrars do go unrecognized. But we are happy this afternoon that a scheme has been launched through which whatever we do in our small corners would be recognized. We are grateful to you all for being here this afternoon to participate in the launching, and we hope the various categories would lead us on to give in our best for the glory of the university. Once again, we thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Maria Bo-Okra. Distinguished invited guests, colleagues, I know you may be wondering what form is this going to take? How do I nominate? How do I vote? How do I get on this scheme? I'm going to invite Mr. Pamford to, please give him a round of applause. He's the chairman for the awards committee, and he's such a delight to work with. Bosu.
Thank you very much. Auntie Mary, we used to have lunch together at Club B during our student days. You remember? Right. It's good to be back, and more importantly, to be in this magnificent edifice, nicknamed Hotel de Kabi by my good friend Japan. I want to believe that in the same manner as Katanga held sway over University Hall, Hotel de Kabi also holds sway over the name that may be ascribed to the building, if it would ever even come to pass. The Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, ably supported by the husband, Professor James Kwachisam, our distinguished former registrars, the family representatives of the late Kobi Yobo Okra, provost, deans, directors, staff of the registrar's offices and other staff, and all other protocols duly observed, acknowledged, and recognized. Good afternoon. Indeed, this is yet another important landmark in the history of the university. And I'm highly privileged and elated to be part of this wonderful and historic experience. I want to, at this point, thank the registrar for the opportunity to be involved in this enterprise. It is said that a nation that does not honor its heroes is not worth dying for. It is therefore not only refreshing, but also remarkable that the initiative to immortalize the names, works, and deeds of these three giants has come to fruition, to also serve as a pedestal for the recognition and reward of hard work in the registrar's offices now and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, my task this afternoon is simple: to formally announce the awards and expatiate a little on the guidelines and modalities for the selection of deserving awardees for the various awards earmarked under the scheme. As we've already heard from the registrar, the awards are as follows. 1, St. Oswald Jimakesi Award for Leadership. 2, Sophia Kwashesam Award for Service. And 3, Kobe Yebo-Okra Award for Creativity and Innovation. These have been carefully crafted to epitomize the 3 personalities in whose honor the awards are being instituted, and also to propagate what they stand for and represent. The many virtues and good qualities possessed by our gallant former registrars are very well known to all of us, that I am spared the trouble of dilating upon them. And they are also spared their blushes. They have only to be known, to be respected, and appreciated. We hereby reserve the honor to deserve their full endorsement of this initiative, and also for their presence. Now, in addition to these 3 awards, the registrar is also introducing 4 other specialized awards as follows. 1, Junior Achiever Award. And 2, People's Choice Award. 3, Special Awards and Appreciation. And finally, Registrar'S Recognition Award. As you've already been told, 2 committees have been set up to organize and also do the selection, so I won't belabor that point. Right. Now, essentially, well-defined guidelines have been crafted together with respective nomination criteria and forms, which would be subjected to a strict and well-informed as well as objective analysis and scrutiny of the entries, so that only well-deserved individuals would emerge as recipients of the awards for this maiden edition, as well as the subsequent events going forward. Now, let me say a little bit about each of the awards. Now, the Kobe Yebo-Okra Award, the St. Oswald Jimakesi Award for Leadership is reserved or preserved for the most outstanding deputy registrar. So if you are not a deputy, you cannot be nominated. You are not part of that. Now, for both the Sophia Kwashesam Award for Service and the Kobe Yebo-Okra Award for Excellence and Innovation and Creativity, we have 2 categories: the senior member category and the senior staff category. Now, when we come to the other 4, the anecdotes, we have the Junior Achiever Award, and that one will go to the most outstanding junior staff within the registrar's offices. The People's Choice Award also comes in 3 categories. We will have the senior staff, senior member, and junior staff. These are going to be determined by the majority of us. We will not limit it to only quantitative, but qualitative as well. The special awards and appreciation has 2 parts. One goes to an institution or organization that has supported the university in diverse ways. And that one is Benefactor Recognition Award. And the other for individuals is also captioned Special Recognition Award. And finally, the Registrar'S Recognition Award will be given to people that the registrar himself will bring out as those who he, in his own estimation, sees to be or have been of immense support, commitment, and dedication during his term of office. And that award will come at the end of every registrar's term. And also, the award originally will be held every 3 years. So if it coincides with the end of term of a particular registrar, then that award will be chipped in. If it doesn't, we'll do it in a very low key in the office for those persons. After this launching, the guidelines for nomination and the accompanying nomination forms would be rolled out online to facilitate the entries, evaluation, and the selection process. On behalf of the registrar and the operational committees, I want to register our full commitment and dedication to the assignment, and also to assure everyone that we are going to work diligently to come out with people who deserve the awards. No kululu, no awam, no nothing. Right. On that note, I thank you very much.
Well, to ensure transparency as well, we'll be sharing the URL on our platforms. So on the Registrar'S platforms and many other platforms. Please study it. If you have any questions, kindly note it or put it on the platform, and it will be swiftly attended to. So please watch out for that. Starting Monday, you get to see the URL and the interface. Well, we have in our midst a man of many hats. You know him. But in his capacity, mounting the stage right now, his name is El Tov. It's a nice surprise we have for you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome El Tov. Well, being the #1 supporter of the Registrar'S office and a very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for El Tov, let me invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon.
Thank you very much, Anita. Who I thought that El Tov was going to need a very special, entry into the hall. But anyway, we still keep waiting. So just have me like that. Permit me to ride on the protocols that have already been beautifully established and say good afternoon to all of you. Indeed, it is a privilege and an honor for me as Vice Chancellor to be part of what we are witnessing today. I don't know whether you are aware of what is happening, but we are telling a very beautiful story this afternoon. And I'll try and break it into a few blocks. Block number 1. And thank you, Esquire. Indeed, any human institution, country, community that cannot recognize what their heroes, their forefathers, founders, whatever, have done for them, they don't deserve to ask anybody else to continue to do more. Agreed? And on that basis, the first thing that we want to put on record, and I want to lead this as Vice Chancellor, is to look into the eyes of Nana Mampohene and look into the eyes of Mrs. Kwashisam, and then look up into the eyes of my own uncle, Uncle Kobna. My mentor, he taught me how to live in this university. That will be another presentation. I haven't said this to Mrs. Kwashisam before, but I'll tell you today. When I was, is this someone? Do you summon us to the UAPC meeting or you call us? When I was invited to be given the opportunity to work for the University Appointments and Promotions Committee. She was the registrar. And I recall, you know, those times, very, 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 testosterone saturated environment. Can you associate yourself with what I'm talking about? I entered the room. You are trying. I said testosterone saturated environment. Packed to the capacity. Almost everybody there, apart from her, were males. And naturally, you feel intimidated. But when I saw her, then I relaxed. Ma'am, thank you. Thank you. You helped me to be able to take my questions very well. And I recall Prof. Yim, when I thought that I had finished and I was going to say thank you very much, said, wait. I remember that question very well. Prof. Yim asked me, and you know, because he was coming from pharmacy, so obviously he knew me. What is the role of your husband in all this? I remember that was my last question before I left the council chamber. And my answer was one. I said, tremendous. And then he said, you can leave. Mrs. Kwashisam, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the trailblazers. Look, if we say that as a university we are celebrating over 70 years of existence, some people have worked very, very hard. A lot of dedication, commitment, sacrifice, selflessness has gone into this. No doubt about that. We are just fortunate to be the ones to be riding on the back of the hard work that they have done. And this afternoon, you want to be on your feet. Ma'am, don't get up. The family of Uncle Kobna, don't get up. Let's clap for them. And Nana will receive his. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Please, let it be very resounding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology salutes you. Thank you very much. Please sit down. Having recognized them, and I was listening to the list. I call it the mining scheme. For such words to be weaved together, architectured around the person. Yeah, in the architecture building, you know. Engineered. And all put together and dispensed. That is no joke. They have worked very, very hard. These are the people we are recognizing and celebrating today. For us as a university, that is very important. And we want to say thank you for accepting that these award schemes should be named after you. Ayiko to all of you. Ayiko. Ayiko. Colleagues, what we appreciates. I hope you can agree with me. So I'm moving to the next block. Whatever we can appreciate, we'll always appreciate. So that is the second thing that the registrar is doing for us. I'll come to him. That's how I will end. Now, the marking scheme has been read. The ball is in our courts. Already on your behalf, I'm going to assure them, when they were in the office, I told them that we will never let tradition die in our hands. Did I talk for you? Yes. So we will carry the torch and keep shining, and keep shining, and keep shining, and keep putting the name of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology up there. That is what we have decided to do. And as we do so, we want to be able to encourage you in the Registrar's office. Listen, I'm not going to now this afternoon tell you the role of the Registrar's office. You know it. There cannot be any governance system in any university, and for that matter, KNUST, without the Registrar's office. We say it's the you know that definition, it's the fulcrum around which the university revolves. It is not any light phrase. It is the engine. It is the very heart. In fact, the cardiovascular system of the university is set around. Maybe I don't know, that is what you do. When we have, taken the decision management council and we say this is what the committee system, you think without you that can work? No. And therefore, this award scheme is, I hope, going to challenge you. So I hope you listened attentively to the marking scheme and those that you could take. And then from now, begin to do your own, assess yourself before the assessors get there. So those that you think you are trailing, it is to encourage everybody to give of his or her best. At the end of the day, we cannot give the award to everybody. But I want to hope that by virtue of the fact that the first one, the second one, A, B, C will get it, I get encouraged and motivated to want to work so hard so that it will be my turn one day. Mr. Registrar, I salute you. You see, it all starts with a dream. It all starts with a vision. And I recall vividly the day he walked into my office and had this conversation with me. I gave him high five. This afternoon, I give you another high five. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful gift that you are giving to the university. You are drawing our attention to the fact that we need to continue to appreciate people. Those who have gone, worked for us, and are now having some rest, and those who are still, and those who are yet to join us. And I don't let it surprise you that all the other institutions will take this and run with it. That is the fact. I'm sure that, in fact, they are listening to me, so we are happy to share. We are happy to share. That's what we do. But it's okay to share for so long as we can continue to improve lives. Is that not so? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, KNUST is making a very, very positive history with this Registrar's Officers Excellence Awards scheme. And I want to challenge each and every one of us here. And please, even our colleagues teaching in the university, it is a pride or a badge of honor to you as provost, and I'm looking at my provost of health science, that your deputy registrar in your college is the one that is winning so and so and so and so. So we must support them. It's a prophecy, eh? Hey. So on that note, Registrar, once again, we want to thank you. We want to thank you, the committee, the way they have been moving up and down. You can't say no to them. When they come, you have to stop everything you are doing and just listen. We salute you all. Please, let's all work together to make sure that this award scheme continues to even improve. I believe that as time goes on, other other avenues will be opened. It's subject to review, and depending on what new things we are doing, we will be able to add on. But fundamentally, what we are doing this afternoon just cements the culture of quality, continuous improvement that drives the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And for that matter, Registrar and team, I am so, so proud. And thank you once again, Nana Mampohine, Mrs. Kwasham, Uncle Kobe and family for honoring us, for agreeing to even have us name these awards after you. On these few notes, let me once again thank you and wish all of us the very best as we continue the program. Thank you very much.
Well, on that note, we'd like to introduce you to the logo, the theme, and everything that surrounds this award scheme, so that in our bid to raise funds, raise awareness about this award scheme, whenever you see the logo or see any of the artwork, you know where it's coming from. I'm going to invite the registrar, aided by our very special guest of honor, the Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Mrs. Kwashisam, Mrs. Mary Yabokra. Could you please join us as we unveil our artworks? Can I have my chairman join? The two chairs, please join. Okay. Okay.
So I've just been informed that I didn't end with, now I officially launch the Registrar's Office Awards Scheme. Thank you, Chelsea. Okay. Oh, careful.
Well, thank you all very, very much. We know it's going to be as exciting as we are here. And we're going to have an explanation of our logo, what it means. We'll have Chair also explain the theme. Thank you so much, Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much, Registrar. Thank you, Mrs. Kwashisam. Thank you, Pro VC. Thank you so much, Registrar. First of all, I have my chair here to explain, first of all, the theme, and then we'll have Ike to explain the logo.
Vice Chancellor, our distinguished former registrars, ladies and gentlemen, our theme for the maiden event, the maiden awards, is recognizing excellence for higher productivity. We are in the business of producing graduates for national development. And in that business, you want to ensure that all the products come out fine. To be able to get the refined and needed graduates to go and transform the community, to make our society better, we need an efficient administrative center around which everything will run. And therefore, we are privileged to be in the position of providing that oil to lubricate the engine and also to become the fuel to drive the vehicle. If we have to produce quality products, we have to be quality ourselves. And therefore, in our work, we must show that quality and excellence. And that is the reason we want to say that this thing that is being done is going to inspire us to be among the few, the privileged few, who would contribute to this productivity out there. And therefore, for the maiden one, we want to focus on higher productivity coming out of the abundance of our own productivity so that we can transform our world by giving the world the relevant manpower and human resource skills that is needed for national development. And on that, and therefore, this theme is apt for the maiden one. We hope that as we move on into the future, we'll have relevant themes that will inspire and drive our efforts. On that note, Madam Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, if you get the opportunity to be selected, it means you are good and you are up there. Therefore, remember that as you go to your office from here on Monday, you're going to do everything within your means. Limited resources notwithstanding, to ensure that you are highly motivated to contribute towards the production of high-quality individuals in fulfillment of the vision of the university of becoming one of the top 10 in Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My team was tasked to develop a logo for the award scheme. And so, based on the names that were given, Registrar's Officers Excellence Awards, and we know that awards are mainly used to recognize outstanding personalities. And so what we did was that, how does somebody stand out in the midst of people? We looked at several elements and we say, okay, let's pick a star. Even in the dark, stars do shine. And so we decided to look at types of logos that we have. We have symbols as a logo, and KNUST's logo is a symbolic logo. We have eagle representing KNUST. We have initials logo, where we have something like KFC, meaning something, but it's depicted as a logo. We have names and symbol logo like Adidas, Nike, Ford, and the rest. And so we looked at it and said, okay, then let's use initials logo. How do we depict Registrar's Officers Excellence Awards and still make it shine such that anybody who gets the award will be the light for others to follow? So we did the R, which is the Registrar's, the O, which is the officers, the E, which is the excellence and the awards. Then we top it with star, such that anybody that gets it will be seen as somebody shining among our staffs. And we brainstormed on it, and the gentleman here with me, one of my staff, Mr. Michael Apiajaman, did this fantastic work. Thank you very much.
Well, we do appreciate every little contribution we get. So even though we have the committees who are working, please shine. Use this chance to help us raise funds. Use this chance to help us raise awareness for the award scheme. Don't say you're not part of the committee. So even if you can, you won't. because this can even help you win an award. So please contribute in any way that you can to making this award scheme very memorable, very distinguished, and worth celebrating. A round of applause for every team member that was part of this. I'm going to give the microphone back to the registrar to give us his final remarks.
I never knew I was going to talk again. And so, just to thank all of, especially the Vice Chancellor, our former registrars, Mrs. Kwashi Sam, Uncle Kobe's family. I mean, at a very short notice, they were able to come. We thank you so very much for doing us the honor to be part of this very maiden edition. And to all of us colleagues, thank you so much for the support. I mean, without your support and encouragement, we wouldn't have been able to get this far. The committee, Solomon Palm for the Esquire, Tony Japan, and your teams, we thank you so very much. We know that by, is it June? So between now and June, there's a lot of work that we need to do. And I know with you in charge, everything will be fine. The Registrar of UMAT, thank you so much for coming and to be with us. Yes. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Registrar. And it's not going to be any small celebration. I can let you in on a very little secret. Please get your black ties ready. Oh, a black tie event. That day, a man did not wear. The men will be in a black tie suit, tuxedo. So make sure you have your tux all ironed out for June. And congratulations ahead to all the winners. It would be well deserved, whoever would win. I think when we were introducing, we didn't really see the families who accompanied our guests. We have Professor James Kwashi Sam. Prof, could you give us a wave? And we have the family of Mr. Yebo Craswell accompanying the wife. Please give us a wave. Thank you all so much. And I would like to acknowledge Pro-VC, Professor David Asamoah, for joining us too. Thank you so much. I can see the Provost for the College of Health Sciences, Professor Christian Ejari. We have the reps from Humanities. Oh, you come.
So, reps of Provost of Humanities, Agric, and Engineering. Anybody else? And then IPO, the Provost of IPO. The internal auditor too is here, Mr. Sikwe, Finance Officer, Director of UITS. Who else? And then all the deputy registrars, the deans and directors that are here. At around 4 p.m., I don't see very well. So if I didn't mention you, don't worry. Right, we are grateful that you could all come. Just before we say the closing prayer, we'll invite Madam, the dignitaries to please come. So we take a picture with this background. And then the rest of us in the Valley of Tears outside.
There won't be tears, there'll be food. All right, so we'll take the picture and then Reverend Father now would pray us home. Can we have all the deputy registrars, stand behind? Deputy registrars, can we have you join us? Deputy Registrar Legal. All the deputy registrars, please join us. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. This is to acknowledge my acting provost. He's the landlord for this place. Are you done?
All right, so we'll have only the dignitaries. Well, thank you very much. We'll take the closing prayer.
May I please beg your indulgence to please rise for prayers. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. Almighty and ever-living God, we continue to give you thanks and praise for the gift of our lives. We thank you for the gift of this, our noble and prestigious university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We thank you for who we are and what you have helped us to achieve in life by crowning our efforts and making us the #1 destination of quality education globally, of which we are witnessing some of the fruit today. We thank you for the registrar's offices. We thank you for the registrar. We thank you for this noble vision to celebrate and acknowledge services, creativity, innovation of our past registrars, and to also encourage and to motivate us to do same to make KNUST stand tall among all universities in the world. As we celebrate them today and acknowledge their contribution to this university, we pray you, O Lord, that you continue to be with them, strengthen them, grant them joy and fulfillment in their lives. And for those of us who have had the opportunity to also serve this university in various capacities, especially under the registrar's offices, we pray you, O Lord, that you continue to grant us the graces, the blessings, and favors that we need, that we may all be able to find out and serve humanity so well. For these awards also we have launched today, we pray into it that the various operational committees, you use them as we raise funds, as we ask people to buy into this idea. May we win your favors, and may this award continue to contribute to each and everyone's life here, that we may find fulfillment and joy in our work. As we depart from here, we commit ourselves, our families, our intentions, the work of our hands to you. Bless us in all that we do and lead us to our destination safely and sound. These and many blessings we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you so much, Vice Chancellor. Thank you, Pro VC. Thank you to our distinguished guests. Colleagues, please nominate. Nominate. Now, first will be a nominator. You can self-nominate. Nominate. Look at the various categories and see where you fit. Or see whoever is doing an amazing job, wherever he or she fits, please kindly nominate. And after the shortlisting, then we all will vote for the deserving person to win the award. Thank you all so much, and have a good afternoon.